Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I made a video and posted. Well, I've actually made videos, I just couldn't post them because of my computer situation. And that's actually what this video is about. This video is about the computer that I just purchased, or mainly the tower that I just purchased yesterday. I originally had a Dell and it was really old. I don't even know how old it was. It might have been like 19 something. I had this computer since I was, well, at my parents' house when I was little, like probably 12, 13. But I've had that computer. My parents had it, and then I took it when they got a new computer, and then I had it when I moved and was in school and stuff like that. And so that computer was a really good computer because it lasted a long time and it was still able to run its programs. It had XP on it, was the operating system, so that kind of tells you how old it was. But it lasted for so long. I was able to, I played The Sims 1 on it. I played some Barbie games when I was younger on it. I was able to play my Sims 3 on it. And so it was a really reliable computer, but eventually, you know, things update, and I started my YouTube channel with that computer, but things were updating in the outside world that weren't able to update or be used on the XP operating system. So I needed a new computer, and with that I purchased excuse my background, I'm in a new apartment too. If you've seen some of my old videos, I've moved. But anyways, and this is where my setup is because this apartment has a pre-installed like desk and it's right here. But anyways, I purchased this computer, which is a Lenovo. I don't know what the name is other than the brand name, what the like specific name of it is, but it's basically, as you can see, like a slim or mini tower. And I didn't do my research too well on it. I just really desperately I just really desperately wanted a new computer just because my Dell was going out, and so I purchased this one thinking I could do some more videos, and it just did not work out. I couldn't play any games really on it. I couldn't edit any videos or anything on it. So I had this one for a while, but I just never used it, so it barely has anything downloaded on it. I decided to do a little bit more research on computers this time around. I wanted a gaming computer, something that I could play my Sims on and a couple of other things on it. And plus, to me, gaming computers are a little bit better just because they're bigger. You can upgrade them if you want, and usually their parts, well, in my opinion, I don't really know too much, but usually their parts are a little bit better, and you can run things better on them, depending obviously on what you get in it. But what I have now and what I had before are obviously way different, and the Dell that I had before and the Dell that I have now is obviously way different. But I wanted another Dell, because of the history that I had before with my old Dell, how long it lasted me, how reliable it was. And so I just like Dells. Other people like other things, but that's just my experience with this brand. The Lenovo doesn't really work too well for me. Maybe it's because I got this mini. If I had maybe a full-size tower, I probably would have had a different opinion, but just because I had a Dell for years, I like what I have. So let me tell you what I have, and then I'll show you the model. I'll show you the computer tower in just a second. Alright, so this is the one that I have. I purchased it from Office Depot, Office Max. So you can see it's the exact one that I have. And it is the Dell Inspiron desktop PC with AMD Ryzen 5, 8 gigabyte memory, 1 terabyte hard drive, RX 570, 4 gigabytes, Windows 10 Home demo. And I said it like that because I purchased the 4 model. And this is how much it was. It's on sale for $479.93. It was regular. Well, the sticker at the store said $8.99, but $7.99, $8.99, whatever. I didn't pay that price for it. I didn't even pay this price, the $479 for it. I paid $467. And I paid $467 because I asked for an extra 10% off because it didn't come with the mouse. It did come with this keyboard, but it didn't come with the mouse. And it came with the power cord, but it didn't come with the mouse. So I asked for extra 10% off and they gave me that. So I paid with tax $467.56 for this this particular one. So the descriptions and the specs for it, it's a lot, but I will go over them. So let's see. Like I said, it includes 8 gigs of memory with the AMD Ryzen 5 1400, 1 terabyte, 1000 gigabytes hard drive, AMD Radeon RX 570 video card, features 4 gigabytes of GDDR5. I really don't know what some of this stuff means. I just know that I wanted it in my computer. Dedicated, which I knew I wanted because I believe dedicated is a separate unit from integrated, which is integrated into the motherboard, if I right. And I think dedicated cards, graphics cards, kind of have their own thing and they run a little bit better than an integrated one. Let's see, wireless for your internet, burns DVDs and CDs with a dual layer DVD burner, memory card reader, HDMI port, which I read that but totally did not think about that with my own monitor. 6 USB 3.1 ports and 1 USB 3.1 type C port, 4 USB 2.0 ports, let's see, Bluetooth, includes a keyboard, and then have the mouse, runs Windows 10, and it does have the manufacturer's warranty, the 1 year, even though it was a demo in the store. They told me that it still had the warranty, but I purchased additional warranty with it just because it was sitting in the store. So those are the specs for it according to Office Max Office Depot. Let's see. The reason why I purchased this one was because A, it was cheap. B, it was what I was looking for. And I figured the demo model for a tower wouldn't be as damaged as like a laptop demo or a computer demo. Because with those, you do a little bit more touching. It's more touching of what you're going to be using, like the screen. People are moving that up and down. It gets loose. With the camera, they're pressing the buttons and things like that. And with the tower, there's not too much touching. You're mainly touching the keyboard and the mouse. Hence probably why it's missing on mine. But nobody's really touching the tower that much. They're not going to let you open it up to see the insides unless it has a clear side panel on it. You're not going to need to open it up. But with this one, it doesn't. But they're not going to really let you open it up. So you're not going to really touch a tower that much for a PC desktop. So anyways, let's show you what she looks like, the condition that I got mine in, which to me was is a really good condition tower. Okay, so here is the Dell that I purchased. still has a sticker on it. I didn't take that off because I didn't feel like taking it off. But just so you can see how well maintained it was in the store. Like I said, it was a little bit dusty, but the guy wiped it down for me. This is the side. Use the cord. So there are a few scratches on her, but nothing that's gonna be like damaging or really noticeable. You can see there's a scratch there and a scratch there, but you can even barely see that in person. You can barely see it on the computer, but it's not that bad. And it has blue lights on the inside. And it's really quiet. Like, that's how it sounds. Really quiet. That works. My Sims in there, the CD. This is a little shabby for me versus my old Dell, which the tray was a little bit more sturdy. And actually, I'm gonna take this out just because I don't want it to run the game. So yeah. Before, when I had the Lenovo, I had this monitor here, which was with my Dusty, but this one was with my old Dell, and I've had that tells you how long I had that computer. I even still have the monitor, but it worked with the Lenovo. It doesn't work with this one, obviously, because it has the HDMI ports, but I do have my TV hooked up to it, so I'm able to use some kind of monitor. The keyboard, smaller than my old Dell keyboard. It's about the same size as the Lenovo that I'm using right now, but this is the keyboard for it. It's okay. It doesn't come with the mouse, but I'm using my Lenovo keyboard, which I like a little bit better, and the mouse for it. And look, I even still have the old mouse pad. That's so sad. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, so if you are thinking about purchasing a demo or out of the box or floor model, whatever, PC or electronic, for me, like I said, I wouldn't do like a laptop just because of how that is. It's built. Everybody's touching the whole unit. Maybe not even a camera. It's the same thing to me as a laptop. Everybody's touching the whole unit, and pieces are being loosened from everybody moving in and turning it and flipping it and stuff like that. With a tower, and this is a gaming tower, like I said before, with a tower, I would do a tower just because nobody's really touching those as much. Although, I will say when I went to Fry's, they did have a gaming PC. It might have been the Cyber something or the iBuy one. It was one of those really weird brand ones, and it was white and it had the clear side panel. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it was held up by tape, by clear tape. I remember seeing it and I'm like, what in the world happened to this tower to where you have to put tape on it to hold it up? Like, come on. Like, I wouldn't even, like I said, like, to me, people don't touch towers as much, but that one was a little beat up and I wouldn't have purchased that one. But luckily, Office Max to me doesn't get that many customers as like Best Buy and things like that, so people really, in my opinion, don't really touch their computers as much. But this one obviously wasn't handled too roughly, other than little scratches on the side. And so if you were to buy a demo out of the box PC, I would make sure that it's not held up by tape. One, that it runs. I did have them plug this one up for me, and I did see it turn on. Well, actually, when I came to pick it up, it was already hooked up to a monitor, and it was on, it was running. And I didn't have them like do all the extra stuff because it did take a while to, you know, set your region and stuff like that. I just wanted to see it turn on. So make sure it's running. If you want to do all the extra stuff, that's up to you or up to the store if they will allow it. But they should at least turn it on for you. Make sure it turns on. At least make sure the drive at the front works. I figured mine's worked because it was in Office Max, and I figured nobody touched it, so I figured I didn't touch my drive, but it works. If you are okay with a few scratches like on mine's, you know, you might want to ask for a discount. If it's held up by tape, I wouldn't even look at it. I would also make sure that it comes with the keyboard and mouse, because you can't really operate it without one. Like I said, I didn't care if mine's dead or not because I already had a keyboard and a mouse. I did take my keyboard because it went with the computer and mine, so I did take it. But it didn't matter to me. If it matters to you, see if you can get a discount, because if it's missing them, maybe they will give you a discount, and just purchase one there in the store or purchase one somewhere else. What else? Make sure it's gonna go with your monitor, because I didn't think about my monitor, my old monitor, because you're not gonna be able to run it or get it booted if it doesn't have a monitor with it. Most of them won't come with monitors, obviously, unless you buy it, I guess, new with the monitor and everything. There's some that you can buy like that, but I can't really see too many floor models being sold with a monitor. At least all the ones at Office Max didn't. The floor monitors that they were selling didn't have. The floor towers that they have didn't have monitors with them. And they did have other demo towers that they were selling. What else? And you know, if it feels good to you to buy it, then buy it. Like I said, you can haggle them down if you want. I haggled them a 10% tax really here. And I was happy with my purchase. It's running, there's no problems. This is day 2 with it. And like I said, I'm able to play The Sims on it and have a gaming computer for my gaming channel. It does have Fallout on it where I can download. Never thought about playing that, but since it's on here, I might just do that. But yeah, I think that's all. That is it for this video. If you wanted to purchase the extended warranty, that's up to you. I would, just because it's basically a used computer. An extended warranty, I'm meaning, what is it, the square trade that they offer, the 2-year, 3-year, whichever one you want to pay for. I would buy that, just in case. Like I said, just a used PC. Like I said, it does have the manufacturer's warranty on it, but I just want to be careful, because I just still spent a lot of money on this thing. Granted, it was half the price, but I would still get the warranty. I didn't get the one that Office Depot offered, their in-store thing, because I felt like that wasn't even worth it. It was basically a virus. If you had a virus, it would wipe it. If you needed a tune-up, they would do that for like a year for $100-something. I'm like, it already has the free Norton stuff on it, and I'm not going to be putting too much stuff on it within a year to slow it down that much, so I didn't get that. But it's up to you to get whatever you want. Like I said, I would get a warranty for sure on it. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I will hopefully see you guys later, since I have a new PC. Bye!